presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. This is a great card. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 680, NASDAQ off 161, S&P's off 71, gold contract up $4.30, trading at $14.83 an ounce. You get silver up 31 cents, $12.45 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $2.69, $22.53 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 1.5 trading 136.21. The 30-year up almost 3 points, 2 points and 22 ticks at 175.09. And King Dollar. King Dollar up 116 ticks, trading 102.870. The euro is at 106. The yen is out here at 111.31, and the British pound is at 115 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's go take a look at them. We got the volatility. The volatility has stayed out here today, folks. You have quad witching, and what quad witching is, folks, is that on the open this morning at 9:30, you had the options on the futures expire. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to have the futures expire, the indices expire, and the single stock futures expire. That being said, volatility in spades. Right now, the S&P has gone from the highs of a 24.99, let's call it 2,500, down to 2,300, 23.08. So you had a full 200 points. It's approximately 197 to be exact. No, let's see, 196 to be exact. Bottom line, now let's see what they're going to give us in the next 60 minutes, because what you are going to have, the volatility is going to be out here. What we did intraday out here, we just, right before I got on the air, we hit that low of 23.08. And bottom line is that that is still a higher high than we had out here yesterday. Yesterday, the lower high, rather. Yesterday, the lower high was 22.75. The prior day, what you had out here was 22.62. So, yes, you might think that, okay, I'm calling a market that, to me, still wants to go higher. My take is the bottom's in, folks, okay? In particular, what I've found more than, okay, so technically, that's how this setup is. Fundamentally, what I've learned, if I've learned anything over the course of the years, is that when the big government comes in with the firepower, the bottom line is that it's always too late, number one, and most of the time, most of the destruction's already been done. And when you take a look at the, state of California's closed down, state of New York's closed down. They have a 2.5-hour press conference out here. Those are all good things. Keep people acclimated as to what's going on, but the bottom line is that each and every time, I don't care whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever it is, by the time the government comes in, the worst is over, folks, okay? So my take is that, we'll see where this shakes out. Market-wise, I'm saying that the low's in. Gold contract out here. We take a look at the gold contract. What do you have out here inside the gold contract? Gold contract out here today. Went from a price point of $14.57 up to $15.19. Right now, we are running out at $14.84, 284,000 contracts. We've been going sideways out here inside the gold market. Bottom line this week, we got a high that was established at $15.74, couldn't hold price. That was on Monday, got all the way down to $14.50. Sideways move after that. The GDX, if we go take a look at the gold and silver equities, what had happened, folks, is this. The gold contract as well as the gold equities were the last sector to go lower. They were the first sector to come off the lows. Bottom line, that's saying that to me that they're going higher. GDX out here trading down 45 cents right now. You're at $20.82. And when you take a look at this, what you're going to see is that we got below the swing points. We rejected the swing points. We got into the breakout area, and 2 billion versus, 1.6 versus 2. So even on the monthly basis, well, actually, we're going to need, we're not there yet because we still need about another 7 trading days to get that month going, meaning the full volumes inside of the month. Some of the higher volume equities out here today, you get Bank of America off 124. We have, Microsoft's down 3. That's nothing. Microsoft was up a bunch yesterday. MGM's up $1.60. Inside the Dow Industrials. Now, this is about as deviant as you get. Now, if you're a fundamentalist, this is a tough one to swallow. And what it is this, folks, okay? You have the largest downdraft inside the Dow Industrials today is 3M. 3M's putting 75 negative points. Goldman's putting 62. Disney's putting 55. The reason I say that this is as deviant as you can get, you had Trump out here yesterday as well as today with Pence saying how many masks that they've ordered off of 3M, hundreds of millions of masks. And the bottom line is that this equity has gone one way all day. $138 down to $125. It's like, I've seen this over and over again many times. It's like, and I remember when I was a fundamentalist, like, how does this work, man? You get the best news in the world out, and guess what? They're just destroying the stock. And in 3M's case, the bottom line is that that's exactly what you have. You have broken basically some heavy support. And, 3M can not only get lower, but a lot lower. So NDX 100, you've heard this over and over again from me, folks. The bottom line is that is still the strongest indice, all of the above. And when we take this and we put this back as to where it came down to, bottom line, it came down to the highs of the lows of 2018, and it looks to me, even with this little downdraft out here, if we get a close above 173.31 inside the Qs, and right now we're 173.61, that's the full rejection of lower price. That is saying that the Qs still want higher price. We go take a look at the SPY. SPY, I believe, is going to be into that bar. Right now, the SPY right now, they might do it too. We'll see. No, the SPY's into it good. The SPY's into the bottom of the bar. The bottom of the bar, hey, this is going to be interesting to see this close. So we need a close in the SPY. It's 233.76. And right now you're at 232.18. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 650. NASDAQ off 165. S&P's off 73. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 720, NASDAQ off 200, S&P's off 82. And, okay, so let's see. Administration-wise, folks, this is where we stand right now. You got Steve Mnuchin, Senate Democrats, Senate Republicans, all basically chewing it out right now in D.C. What they are trying to do, though, is bottom line is get this bill done tonight. So you get the cool thing here is that you do have Schumer, of course, the Democratic minority in the Senate, and Mnuchin, though, on the same side here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. They both want a larger package. Even though, I'm surprised that Mnuchin didn't get this straightened out earlier with McConnell. Bottom line is that they figure this package is going to exceed $1 trillion. And the reason they want to get it done today, folks, is that so that all the folks that actually write up the law can get written up tomorrow and Sunday, so this thing can go ahead for a vote on Monday. So it looks like Schumer wants more spent on the workers and some of the health care facilities. Mnuchin basically almost wants the same thing. I mean, Mnuchin's saying that he's looking for more direct payments that are going right to the people also. So I suspect that, you get both of them in there. McConnell's in the middle. I suspect that's going to get done. The real question, though, will it get done tonight so that they can present that to the Senate on Monday, and then if there's not enough in that bill, I suspect you're going to see another one pretty quickly. When they look at these markets, I remember this so specifically in the 2008 debacle on the way down. The difference is, which is pretty cool here, folks, is that when the first couple bills were going through, the Republicans and Democrats were still fighting. That's not happening right now, okay? The bottom line, behind closed doors, some of it maybe, but the bottom line is that they both, in both cases, they seem that they do want to distribute money to the people that need it, and that is absolutely crucial. And if they get it done, guess what? It's going to basically relieve at least some aspects of the destruction that's being done with the economy basically closing so quickly. I couldn't even imagine, being in someone's shoes, that you have a job and, all of a sudden you do not have a job and you don't have any money at the same time. I mean, I've been, growing up, I remember being, not having money. That's and not having money, bottom line is always a problem. But you have no money and no job and nothing to look forward to. That is a whole different ballgame. So we take a look at let's go to the dollar. So good old King Dollar. King Dollar does want to get up and get into the highs that were generated out here, and I think it's 2017. 2017, that high there was 103.820. We've hit 102.992 today. It looks like it's going to close at its highs. And the way it's actually trading, it looks like it can actually rip that high apart at the 103.820. If we go over to the euro, what you do have out here, and here's some divergence for you. If we go over to the Europe out here today, you're going to see that Europe, bottom line, did close much higher. I mean, much higher, too. And in fact, if you're into candlestick charting, you're going to really like what this set up, because this is a monster island bottom. Well, when I say monster, there's 4 days at the lows, 4 days at the lows, and you get a nice island bottom that's set up there. So that's in the DAX in Germany. If we go over to the UK and we take a look at the UK, I suspect it's going to be set up the same way. Oh, not quite the same way. No, it's not quite the same way. If we go over to there we go. Go over to Asia, and we take a look at the Hang Seng. What you have with the Hang Seng? Hang Seng basically tested its lows last night, I believe. Yeah, it came off the lows, and it came off the lows with some pretty good juice. We were up 5% last night in the Hang Seng, and we'll see whether we can get some follow-through. What we haven't been able to do in our own marketplace yet is get any type of follow-through for the second day. What has happened each and every time is that you've gone up, and then you basically have pulled back. What is different this time, okay, is that what we haven't done, okay, I'll take a look at the SPY here. What you haven't done, well, it's not 4 o'clock yet, but what we haven't done is you hadn't gone to a lower low. The low that was established out here on Wednesday is 228.02. Bottom line, we're at 231.11 right now. Let's go to Suzanne in Windsor, Canada. Hey, Suzanne, how you been?
Good, Tom, and you?
Good. Good to hear your voice.
Thank you.
So, the GDX.
Yes, please. I went in this morning with NUGT, and I'm wondering, what do I do? This is, I don't know. Okay, so you went in with the triple. Yes, and I went in with NUGT this morning, but I understand you always analyze GDX to know.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Where we're at.
Okay, so first let's go to the GDX. So the GDX, folks, that little baby is pulling back, tremendously lighter volume. You get 45 million shares. You're going into, 198 million. So that's telling me that wants to go higher. Now, here's the choice now. Now, what Suzanne is trading, however, is the nugget, which is the direction 3 times bull position. The fund's objective is to follow the New York Arctic Gold Miners Index, and this is something that the bottom line is that they reset every day, folks, okay? So this is, let me just look at something for a second. Okay, so we're trading 547, and your net asset value in this is, oh, this is good. Okay, so here, let me show you something here. Now, this is just the opposite. We're talking about, it was the J Nugget. No, it happened with the Nugget, too. So what had happened with the Nugget, folks, okay, on 2 days ago, is that the Nugget was trading it was trading over its net asset value. Now, when you're looking at this, Suzanne, if you can see this, my screen, the net asset value right now, so it's trading at $5.50, yet the net asset value is $5.63. Now, that was just flipped around 2 days ago, meaning that it was trading at 540. Was trading at 578, I believe, and then the net asset value is down there at 4 something, and that's why it opened much lower than the following day. You're going to make a choice here, whether you want to keep it or not. When I look at the GDX, this is saying that the GDX is going to be higher on Monday, as is the Nugget. I mean, that's how this is laid out. But you have a triple. You got to kind of figure out what you want to do on an overnight position, particularly on a position that's over a weekend.
Yes, but you do see it as a potential on the upside.
Yes, I do. Yeah, dramatically too. Dramatically, not because the GDX is pulling back with there's no sellers. There's not 45 million. Yesterday, you had 103 million. We go upside with 119 million on Tuesday. So that's telling me that it wants higher price. And, bottom line is that what you do get there is that, because you have a 3 times the position, that, of course, that's more risky. The good news is that this is trading under its net asset value. You're going to see this. What's going to happen here is this. The net asset value is 584. Even into the close, you're going to see that. So there's 20 cents in there already that they're going to try to close into before the close today.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Tom.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come back when I'm at Mr. Dave White.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now. Where are we? We're down 457. You get the Nasdaq off 115. S&Ps are off 47. The cavalry's come, folks, and let's get the head of the cavalry. Let's get our man, Mr. Dave White, over here. And of course, every trading day, folks, Dave does a great program. 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a couple great newsletters. The Path of Least Resistance as well as the Tech Insider. Very easy to get. Come over to our website at TFNN and you're going to go to newsletters. You hit the Path of Least Resistance. You can get the Path for 1 month for $119. You can get it for 6 months for $5.99, which is a savings of $155. You can get it for a year for for $9.85, which is a savings of $443 or 31%. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, I was going to say, TFNN, we were first to remoting before anybody like CNN. It's the rest have all decided
Bloomberg,
to do the exact same
CNN.
thing.
You know what's so cool what you're saying, Dave? Okay, so check this out this morning, folks. Okay, I'm watching Bloomberg. Okay, they're doing remotes, and it's pretty cool. We have been remoting so long, and I mean, we love our company anyway, but the bottom line is our remotes are 10 times better than the rest of them. And it takes a while to tweak it. That's the real bottom line. But I was surprised this morning that with even some of the Bloomberg ones that they weren't up to par. Do you know what I mean? Because they've been doing pretty good. So
yeah, it takes a little while to get it all set up. But the remoting I'm talking about is everybody working offsite, not just the people on the media. Microsoft added 20 million users to its Team ecosystem. And basically, Teams is a way to collaborate for a particular project or a product, and you put everything together from the Skype to room discussions to individual mail that's not like email, so you don't get spam. So it's very interesting, but in the period of about 10 days, they added 20 million users.
Imagine that. Wow.
And literally everybody, since they make it, everybody in their company was already set up.
Right.
So Microsoft is probably the one least affected. People, if they're not sick, can be working at home.
Yeah, pretty wild.
And that's it. Slack, which is symbols work, W-O-R-K, kind of looking for a home out there. A lot of people talking about it potentially getting bought out by somebody else to do the same thing that Microsoft's doing with Teams.
Okay.
But you can see that with every loser, well, not every loser, but there's always a bull market somewhere.
Yes.
And the question is, how will Microsoft fare when this is all over, whether it's today or a year from now? Who's going to have something? And short of a handful of probably tablets and laptops that they sell, which is about $5 billion a year right now, which is pretty big for most companies, but small for Microsoft, of course. That's, I guess, we're finding out just how many people could work from home. For a while, it was the big thing. Then it kind of went away for a handful of years.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of back. But we've been doing it since, 10 years now.
Oh, a long time. And, it was pretty cool, folks, is that even when I've had people leave, whether it's husbands or wives that got transferred, and I set them up also where they were, and now they're back. It's really wild. It's wild, man. I mean, it really is. Hey, let's just take a quick call, okay? We get John from Orlando. Okay. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, good afternoon, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Surviving out here. I called you last week about the S-Dow.
Okay.
And you told me to take the profit, and I got back in. What do you think about for Monday? How do I fare for Monday?
I think you take the profit again, man. So the S-Dow, folks, is okay. Is the let's see, is it the 1-to-1 or it's the 300? It's the 300% inverse. You're up 425 today. Just take it. It's a test of the highs, and you can bottom line let's see. So the last high up here was 6.6 million or 5.9. I'd take the money, man.
I wanted to ask you about the net assets. You keep mentioning net assets on these ETFs.
Yes.
Now, how do you know if they're fair valued or they're overvalued?
Well, I have it right on my screen. So this is trading 78.28 and it's 70. This is nailed right to the penny. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. What a ride, Dave, huh?
Yep. You ask for volatility all the time, and then when you get it, it's almost too much. So
yes, and this one has been too much. Absolutely.
Now,
yeah.
I have to say, if people this week are getting a little taste of the last few months of 1999 for the .com stocks, because this is probably the way that the stocks are moving now are kind of the way that all those stocks moved.
Yes.
But every day for 6 months.
And that was your baptism by fire, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is
you didn't know anything.
Yeah. And you know what's cool is that I said to Tommy the other day, and I want to wish my son a happy birthday. Today's his birthday. He'll never forget this one. But bottom line is, depending on how long you've been in the marketplace, there's going to be a lot of folks, baptism by fire folks. And the cool thing is that you can't even teach this. You got to see it go through. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how it comes down. Do you know what I mean? But I heard you talking earlier, confluence numbers. Confluence numbers are crucial in a market like this, folks, okay? None of us are quite sure how this thing works, but let me tell you something. On a probability basis, when they come in pretty good. So,
You remember which stock I was talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about. You had a few of them though, because it was. I know I picked up the one you got in 2008 that was testing that low at Confluence with 10%, 90% lighter volume.
Yeah. That was CSIQ.
Okay. Right.
Was that? It wasn't a Confluence level. It was just testing the volume at I think it had 1 million shares, and then a couple of days at about 100,000 shares.
Yeah. Back
on March 5th, and that was in March 5th, 2009. I just remember that because of some of the biggest trades I ever had that weren't that they traded like options, although they were. Yes. So that was in it. But no, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, if in my show I was talking about confluence numbers and how a lot of these stocks bounce right to them today. And you probably want to check out Tom's book. And, of course, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts does it automatically for you.
Right.
But when they're very tight, they are, you notice that they go, within a 0.25%, and they turned right around on a lot of those stocks today.
And we're talking about monster numbers from where they're coming down from. That's the thing that's so amazing, too.
Normally, you see these that take 6 months to set these things up, and they set up in a month. So, but they're still working. I'll probably do a show on Monday all about that, too.
Nice. Right now, folks, we get the Dow off 588. NASDAQ is off 182. S&Ps are off 67. From highs to lows out here today, folks, that S&P, I think it went down to about 191 points. The NASDAQ is still the strongest index. Bottom line is that was up limit last night, and then that gave it up also. And that from highs to lows, it went from 76.29. Is that right? To 7,044, man.
But you're asking about volatility on a day where there's quad witching.
Exactly.
Which
is even better.
Yeah, a lot of things breaking.
And we get 20 minutes coming into it, folks. So you can expect this volatility to continue. You stay right there, folks. Dave and I are going to be coming right back. Hey, check it out, folks. Come to the website of TFNN. We have a great traders room. It's open house. Your first 30 days are absolutely free. Come on in and growl and prowl with us. We'll be right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 585, NASDAQ off 181, S&P's up 67. And what you have out here, folks, is that you have your first public blow-up. And what you'll hear it over the weekend, okay, it's going to be Ronin Capital. This was, they couldn't make the requirements of the CME this morning, so they couldn't open. Now, the way this works, folks, okay, and they had positions in the VIX. You can imagine positions in the VIX. More than likely, what they did is they probably sold positions in the VIX, and they, bottom line, the explosion in price, they couldn't cover it. What happens with that, by the way, folks, is that they just transfer those positions. I brought it up just in case. Don't freak out because the bottom line, someone out of business. There'll be people that do go out of business. There's no two ways about that. It's not
But basically, a real life trading places at the end of the movie.
Yes. Yep. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. And, you know, let's just go over the traders, the Tigers Den again, folks, okay? So if you go over to the front page of TFNN, okay, bottom line is that what you're going to see right on the very front under featured content, we have a great trading room. It's an open house. You can come on in. It's absolutely free. It's $39 a month. So when you hit subscribe, it's going to say there, 1 month, $39. Hit subscribe again. And then on the cart, though, you have the promo code. And the promo code is open. As soon as you put open in that promo code, the bottom line is that you're going to see that it deducts the $39. So you do not get charged. You're not going to get charged the second month. We got a lot of new Tigers and Tigresses in there. We want to see everyone in there. There's great ideas for all you Tigers and Tigresses that are in that den. Stop posting in there. Don't be shy, because the bottom line is that you want your feedback. Please tell your friends. Have a blast. I just saw one of my someone from the hood, our man Dan from New York. I haven't seen him from years. And one thing, what ends up happening, as soon as you're a Tiger, folks, guess what? It's Hotel California. Once you're in, your history, man. So that's the bad, and that's the good, and that's the ugly. Okay, Dave, where are we going?
Since everybody's staying home, they're all watching Netflix. They actually got and broke the internet yesterday. So the EU's telling Netflix that instead of doing high definition and quad, maybe try to lower the quality down so that they don't clog the internet to the point where no one else can use it for everything else during the day. And it's kind of interesting that it is always had, at nighttime, sometimes 50% of all the bandwidth is used by Netflix in Europe. But when they're talking about doing it during the day, there is none left for business. And when you talk about streamers, sometimes you're a victim of your own success. It costs about a nickel for Netflix to stream in cost for bandwidth to stream a movie now. And if everybody just sits at home, they can get or could get nickeled to death, if you want to think of it that way.
Well, they must have plenty of money, because what they also did out here today is that they came up with $100 million. Because, of course, they spend so much money on creating film, folks, okay? They basically come up with, they put $85 million in a fund to support the people in production, and they put an additional $15 million into third parties. So,
they certainly have a lot of money. It's just kind of interesting that they've almost become a victim of their own success at this point with what's going on. But it tells you that how pervasive Netflix is now. I mean, we kind of know here in the U.S., you don't probably, if you don't spend a lot of time in Europe, you don't know how pervasive it is there until you see a lot of articles, like we see here. Of course, they've been trying to expand and spend a lot of money in third world countries where they haven't gotten that money back yet. But most of their investment for movies for both Europe and the U.S. seem to be, or North America seem to have pretty good return on investment right now.
Yeah, and I guess they're building up this library, man, right? I mean, that's the bottom line, so.
On the same kind of vein, Steam, which is the company that does the back end for almost all of computer games, to make sure that people aren't cheating and to make sure that you can buy the game and download it digitally. Yeah. And if you change computers, you just log in and it'll set all the same games up for you. Normally, like Christmas Vacation, huge, people getting new games, everything else.
Yes.
They had more people online by 20% than at Christmas.
Right now, Dave, right?
Yeah.
That
right
totally
on.
makes sense. I mean, this gaming deal, it was already, I believe gaming is bigger than even streaming, right?
It's bigger than professional sports.
Right. And so we're going to see that even go more exponential in the next couple of weeks. Now, I can see that for sure. I mean, because, the reality is people have always heard that. Now people might have a chance to try it out, right?
Well, it's not so much that is that normally they wouldn't be probably at home during the day.
Right.
Or,
right.
It's something that they only did on the weekends or that kind of stuff.
Or stealing time from work.
Well, certainly the question is how many of those people did get set up so that they could work from home. But not everybody. If you have a machine that you need at the office and you don't have that at home, what are you going to do if you make brake discs or you make some car part? You're not going to have anything that you're basically sitting around and you're going to be, I guess, swallowing up bandwidth, playing video games and waiting for pizza delivery, which is, I guess, the other big thing. Amazon hiring, they're saying 100,000 new drivers.
Yep. Amazon and Walmart. Amazon and Walmart are the numbers, man. Yep.
So I did see that they had, I'm not sure if it was whose vans they are, but they've got a ton of new vans around this area I've seen the last 2 days.
And I heard the white ones. I'm going to have to check those out.
Yeah, the white ones with nothing on the side of them.
Yeah.
They've got the Amazon vans, and you know them, but it's the other ones that are doing the delivery for them. And probably, I guess this is the first major test of everybody going into some kind of quarantine and just having everything dropped off. You're living down in St. Pete now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You see any much different than Clearwater?
Oh, it's quiet. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Well, both. I was in Clearwater last night, and that was quiet. Everything's quiet. That's you can go back and forth there pretty easy. There's not traffic on the roads. What still is a scandal, of course, where we live, folks, is that Clearwater Beach is still open over the weekend. They're going to close it Monday, but it's like, okay, you wait until Monday. That's going to be like the whatever that town was in Martha's Vineyard with the sharks. They decided to keep it open until it's too late.
You got to keep it open. Got to keep it open.
Listen, I feel for them. I get the gist. It's small businesses. You wait. This is the peak, folks, in Florida right now until the next 3 weeks is the peak. So unfortunately,
well, they're not going to keep you from getting in your boat and go fishing, are they?
No.
Well, you can't get the virus out there on the high seas, I don't think.
Nope,
so.
You can't.
That's one good thing to go out sailing or fishing or anything else on the water this weekend.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Dow. That's what Dave and I are talking. They're selling this baby down. You get the Dow down 870, Nasdaq's off 289, S&Ps are off 103. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 871, NASDAQ off 269, S&Ps are off 98. Now, over the weekend, folks, you're going to hear a lot about what is business is essential versus not essential. Why? Because you had California shut down, you had New York shut down today, New Jersey just shut down, and they're shutting down non-essential businesses. So you're going to see the case being made. What is the definition of non-essential? I suspect that's going to be a fight because there's plenty of companies, I suspect, that are going to say, well, hey, guess what, man? This business is essential for my workers. This business is essential for the neighborhoods. And I think they got a point there, man. So this is where the definition of words, Dave, is going to come into play. And they're going to have to...
means?
Well, they're going to have to clarify it. You know, bottom line is that, essential to who? That's the real bottom line. I mean, I understand the deal. We don't want to, go from, getting disease and all this whole bit. But the other side of that is that what is essential and what is not essential. That's what it comes down to, particularly when it's state by state. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I guess the big thing is whether or not everybody just learns to live with it for a few days and calms down. Normally it's kind of a shock to think, that this has happened, and eventually you kind of come around to it, and everybody's going to have to try to make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Windows.
Go ahead. Windows. Yep, I'm ready.
I was going to say before we leave here, Windows 10 is now on 1 billion machines.
Wow.
They thought they would get there a couple of years ago, but they're still adding a 100 million machines every 6 months to it. And for everybody that said that PC was dead 5 years ago, this is probably the 10th time I've seen that everybody say PCs were dead, only to find out they're not quite so dead.
Yeah, not only dead, alive and kicking, right, man?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Dave, thanks so much, man. You have a great weekend, safe weekend. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. And do some real visualization this weekend, folks. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Come back and visit us. 8:30, Monday morning. Tommy kicks us off. Great show. Okay.